Hello students, so today I am going to explain you the topic that is conduction of electricity. In my last video, you have seen that what are acid and what are bases. So here if we take an acid and a base, then we can see that this is the property of acid and bases that they use to conduct the electricity. Now let us check some examples which conducts electricity and some examples which do not conduct electricity. Okay, and on what basis we can say that the electricity is conducted. Let us take an example of HCl solution. If HCl solution is taken in a beaker and two electrodes are fitted in this along with the battery of 6 volt, switch is given for turning on and off the battery, and bulb is attached along with this circuit. Now what will happen after some times when this solution is allowed to, means the battery is switched on, and what will happen, the current will be generated here. Now the HCl will actually ionize the HCl solution. In that, HCl will ionize into H plus and Cl minus. Due to this ionization, what will happen in this beaker, the conduction of electricity will done. How it is done? Because this HCl, which has ionized into H plus and Cl minus, this H positive will actually move towards the cathode, that is your negative electrode, and because this is positive ion, so it will just be attracted towards this negative electrode. Same like your chloride ion will be just attracted towards anode. Due to this attraction, what will happen, students? The ions will be moving. If the movement of ions is taking place, that means your electricity will be conducted. And how we can see that the electricity is conducted? This bulb which is attached with this circuit or this setup will start glowing. Same happens for the case of NaOH. It is a base, it is an acid, but we can say that both take place in a ionization process, and due to this ionization of base, that is NaOH, again this Na plus will be attracted towards your cathode, and this OH minus will be attracted towards anode. Due to this, again the movement of ions will take place and the electricity will be conducted, and your bulb will be glowing at both the cases. But if we see the case number 4, third, then what will happen? Your glucose or sugar molecules which are dissolved in this water, in this beaker, what will happen? Their ionization will not take place. So if no ionization is there, that means no movement of ions, and if no movement of ions, that means no conduction of electricity will be there. So your bulb will not glow at this case. Let us take a case of 4, that is case number 4. If we pour some alcohol solution in this beaker, then similarly if we turn on the battery, then what will happen? Here also, just like your glucose, no ionization process will take place. So due to that, no ions will be moving, so no conduction of electricity will be done. Your bulb will not glow. So with the help of this experiment, we can easily tell that which solution will actually conduct the electricity and which will not. So you have to just remember 3 points, that if any acid or bases are there in the solution, then there will be the ionization of that electrolyte or the acid or base. But if ionization is not there, then no electricity will be conducted. So these points you have to remember. Now let us check another activity for this. Let us say, why does acid does not show acidic behavior in the absence of water? Suppose in that experiment which we have learned just now, that HCl is dissolved in water and then it is conducting the electricity. Now what will happen if I don't take water in that? So what will happen? In the absence of water, HCl will not conduct electricity. So how to know that HCl is not conducting the electricity? For that, let us take an experiment, that is experiment with dry HCl gas. In this experiment, what you have to do? You have to take sodium chloride in a dry test tube. In this way, we will just keep the sodium chloride in the test tube. Add some concentrated H2SO4 gradually in the test tube. What will happen? This sodium chloride will react with H2SO4. and it will produce Na2SO4, releasing HCl gas. Now the hydrogen chloride is evolved when sodium chloride reacts with H2SO4 in the test tube. The anhydrous sodium chloride kept in the guard tube absorbs traces of water. That means this HCl which is produced here will be just collected in the guard tube. Why we have attached this guard tube along with the cork? Because we do not want this gas to go out, and we want to trap this HCl gas. For that, we will just put the cork here, and in this cork we will fit the guard tube. What the guard tube will do? This guard tube will actually absorb all the water which is coming along with this HCl. So it will just get dry. That is why we are getting dry HCl gas here. Now, we want to check that whether this HCl gas is acidic in nature or not, because we all know that as HCl is an acid. But to check whether the HCl is performing in the absence of water or not, let us take an example. Let us take indicator, that is your litmus paper. Suppose the dry litmus paper we are taking, that is of blue litmus paper we are taking. So what will happen if we take this litmus paper towards the mouth of this test tube, where the HCl gas is coming out? You can see that there is no change in the litmus paper. That is, no color change is taking place. Why so? Because in the absence of water, the HCl gas will not ionize. So no H plus or Cl minus will be formed here. Due to this, the necessary condition is that water should be present, so that the dry litmus paper will not work here. So what we can do? We can take moist litmus tube. What does it mean? Moist. That means some water droplets are there or it is moist. We have weight the litmus paper. Now there is a presence of water. Now if we brought this litmus paper towards the mouth of this test tube, then what will happen? The gas is still dry, but your litmus paper is now moist. So it will just get into this strips and it will absorb the water, and in the presence of water only this HCl will ionize, and your moist litmus paper will actually give you the HCl, that is moist HCl, and it will ionize into H plus and Cl minus. So due to this, what will happen? Ionization will take place. So if ionization will take place, so it is compulsory that it will change the color of the litmus paper into red. From blue it will convert into red. Now this shows that the Cl is showing behavior in presence of water, not in the absence of water. Okay, thank you so much.